When my uncle passed away, I inherited his old laptop. He was a night security guard at a mall that had been demolished years ago. Most of his belongings were worthless, keys to places that no longer existed, notebooks filled with scribbles I couldn't make sense of. But the laptop, that was different. When I powered it on, there was nothing on the desktop. No icons, no browser, not even settings I could change. Just one shortcut in the middle of the screen. It was labeled surveillance. Against my better judgment, I clicked. The display split into 16 grainy video feeds. I leaned closer, my stomach turning. They weren't recordings. They were live. The feeds showed the mall. That mall, the one that had been torn down nearly a decade ago. The hallways looked untouched, freshly lit, fountains still bubbling, shop windows gleaming. I sat frozen, whispering to myself, this can't be real. At first, it was only unsettling. Long, empty corridors, escalators moving, signs flickering with sales that hadn't existed in years, shops filled with mannequins, their glossy eyes staring out into nothing. I told myself maybe it was archived footage, some test program my uncle never deleted. But then, I saw movement. In one of the clothing stores, a mannequin turned its head, just slightly. Just enough for me to know I wasn't imagining it. My heart sank. I watched the feed for hours, waiting. The mannequins never moved again. Not while I was looking. On the third night, I saw something new. A figure walking down the corridor. My first thought was that it was my uncle, his posture, his stride. But when they passed beneath a flickering light, I saw the face. It wasn't him. It was me. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't look away. The version of me on the feed walked calmly, deliberately, until she disappeared into a store I didn't recognize. The camera followed her inside, though I swear none of the feeds had ever moved before. She stopped, turned, and stared directly into the lens. The room around me flickered. My lamp dimmed. My laptop fan screamed. I slammed the computer shut, heart pounding, but when I opened it again, the feeds were still running. And my double was no longer in the store. She was in the food court, standing closer to the camera, waiting. I stopped sleeping. I stopped leaving the laptop. Every time I checked, she was there. Always closer, always walking toward the security office. The same office where my uncle had died. On the seventh night, I woke to the laptop already on. I hadn't touched it. The feeds were running, though the power button was off. My double stood in the office, staring into the camera. Her lips moved, and though there was no sound, I heard her voice inside my skull. You shouldn't be here. The lights in my room buzzed once, then went dark. Only the laptop remained, its glow washing over me. I leaned forward, shaking. Her face filled the entire screen. It was me, but broken, bruised, bleeding. She was pounding against the glass, silently screaming for me to let her out. And behind her, the mannequins were no longer in their shops. They were in the office with her. Turning, watching, slowly raising their arms toward the camera. Then, static, the screen went black. My reflection was the only thing staring back. But I swear, for just a second, my reflection smiled. If you survived this story, you're braver than most. Got a nightmare of your own? Drop it in the comments. I might turn it into the next horror film. Stick around. You don't want to miss what's coming next.